If you want to manifest, you must become a true seeker of peace. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Law of Attraction Detox, where we detoxify from toxic techniques and instead we focus on our true nature within, where all the manifestational power exists. And today is a very special and important topic because it bypasses all of the traditional laws and the traditional ways of thinking around the law of attraction, around the law of assumption, and all of the various ideas out there. It basically goes to the heart and the core of what manifestation truly is. I'm going to start by saying that it's not something that is easily found, and it's something that is sought by masters all over the world. And that's peace, true inner peace. And the manifestational power that we have lies within that state of being. That state of being is in the present moment where everything is expanding, everything is flowing like a river. And what happens is we get cluttered with thoughts and ideas and beliefs. We're no longer present. And what I've found, at least with techniques, that if I haven't first found that inner peace, then the techniques bring me further and further and further from the truth of the present moment. And it brings me further from the experience of life and reality as it is now, in the state of the wish fulfilled. And so if you are constantly in another timeline, imagining something, or in another time frame, imagining your life, then you're in essence not here. And so I want to bring it back into, if you are manifesting, that you become a true seeker of peace. And that peace is actually like your internal guidance system. It's like your GPS. Like you're like led by this internal knowing and this internal source of wisdom when you are living in a state of being where what you desire can exist. What is that state of being? That's the thing. That's the essence that we're trying to discover. How do I discover this nebulous concept of the wish fulfilled? You know, and I think that's what some of the techniques are trying to do. They're trying to give you kind of a feeling of what it would feel like to have what you want and have it right now. But to me, it kind of brings me into a roller coaster. It's like a roller coaster ride where you're like, woo, it's on the way. And you're up at, you're like having a lot of fun. But then the other end of it is like a pit of despair. Like you realize, oh, what I want isn't here. And you look out in the world and you're looking for it and you're looking for it, and it's not there. Because you haven't really truly discovered the internal peace within. That is what the technique of the state of the wish fulfilled is trying to teach us, show us, remind us. And it's behind layers often, layers and layers and layers of grief, of thoughts and beliefs that we've formed from a very early age about ourselves and about the way the world works. And it's usually 0 to 9 years old, and we don't even remember what it is. And so what bypasses all of that, which is why I use hypnotherapy as a tool, because it's discovering your internal true nature again, shedding therefore anything that's in the way of that, shedding any of the beliefs, any of the programmed things in the subconscious mind, where I don't want anyone to be focusing so much on the subconscious mind, because that again creates some new concept of like the subconscious mind is something that I have to learn how to manipulate, or like, do I speak to it in the right language? Like it's more simple than that. The subconscious mind is anything that's a habitual pattern for you. And so in some way affirmations can help. But if you're not truly finding that internal state of peace, those affirmations don't come naturally. Those affirmations aren't believable. I'm loved, I'm adored, and I'm this and that. Well, if you find the internal state of peace and then you say, I'm loved, I'm adored, I'm wealthy, I'm whatever, this and that, then you can actually sit and relax. And it feels expansive because it's true. It feels true. But when you are in a state of turmoil, an inner state of turmoil, you're trying to figure out, how do I get this person to love me and choose me? How do I pull money from the ethers and put it in my bank account. Your mind is constantly spinning with thoughts, and you're constantly stirring up this inner well and making it cloudy again. And then your internal guidance system gets wonky, and then you don't know how to behave, like you don't know how to behave in the same way that you would if you already had what you wanted. You only learn how to behave the way that you would if you already had what you wanted by being in that peaceful existence, that peaceful, expansive state. So it's kind of like trying to take a magic pill that creates, let's say you took a magic pill and now you're like full of muscles, and you're trying to bypass working out by trying to use a technique before you have found the internal peaceful state. So first step is shedding all those layers, finding out what beliefs you must have about yourself, and actively pursuing that every day, becoming heightened awareness about the internal state of being that you predominantly exist in. Like, how are you feeling right now? Anxious? What are the thoughts that you're having that are feeding this anxiety? Whatever they are, let's just take a look at those. What are they trying to tell me? Are they trying to tell me I need to do some inner child work? Do I need to remind myself that I'm loved and my inner child's loved and safe? Do I need to maybe just ignore those thoughts and just kind of be like, that's an interesting thought? Do I need to try to do some breathing techniques? Do I need to journal? Do I need to go for a walk? Do I need to sit in the sun? Like, there's so many things that can help that state of being. A lot of my clients have anxiety. A lot of them, including my teenager clients, are being stirred with anxious feelings and thoughts that feed the anxious feelings. And what puts a stopper to that, what creates that, like a spinning wheel where you like would put a peg in the spokes, like what creates a stop in that is when we become consciously aware that those thoughts don't feel good to believe. But there is also this on the flip side, so you can look at those thoughts and say, I don't want to feel that. Or you can also ask yourself, are you in a situation where it's easy to lay those thoughts to rest? And if you're not, how can you maybe change your situation so that your internal system feels better? Do you need to tell that person that you don't want to see them any longer because they're not showing up that in a way that makes you feel good? Do you need to change locations and start putting in plans to do that? Do you need to take a look at your money situation and how can you change it? Like, are there practical things that you can do to help your mind stay calm and help your mind stay at peace? You need to become like so craved for peace. You need to become like a hunter, like you're like hunting for peace every day. And if this situation isn't bringing you peace, then that means your internal guidance system is trying to tell you something. And it could be, yes, your beliefs are whack, or it could be that this person, you need to let them go, or this career, this job, I need to move on. And so it's hard sometimes, though, I'm finding, for myself included, for clients to trust. So they're like, well, how do I trust that if I let go of this person, place, thing, that I will then be led to what I'm calling on? I want a person. Maybe I want this person specifically. I want this, I want that. And I'm not saying quit wanting, but I am saying that what you want isn't going to be found if you are ignoring your internal guidance system. Okay. So I'm going to end it there. Basically, to recap, you want to see what is the barrier to your internal peace, and what is the belief system that maybe you hold that you can say, hey, I'm no longer going to be in that belief system. I believe that I am worthy of a healthy relationship. I am worthy. But then also, last step is like, maybe you need to change your situation. Maybe you need to do something practical that helps you to stay in that peaceful state, that helps you drop in your body. And helpful tips, keeping your nervous system regulated is something that isn't easy. It's instead of taking that magic pill that gives you a lot of muscles, you're now going to work out. You're going to actually do the workout. And I'm here to guide you and help you, mindset coaching and hypnotherapy. So I hope this video helped, and remember, I love you. Mwah.